Good morning, my babies. Come on in with Auntie and sit down for another video. I have a little bit of time in between, so I'm going to go ahead, get some cleaning done, roll these trees, and then I got to go to work later on tonight. Lord, it's hard. It's hard out here for Auntie, but I got to go and get this money. Yes. So, if you haven't done so already, follow Auntie on TikTok at pretty_hustler. That's HUZZLER. Follow Auntie on TikTok. I just said TikTok. Follow Auntie on Twitter. Too many T's. Follow Auntie on Twitter at Auntie Be Knowing. Follow Auntie on Facebook at Auntie Be Knowing. And also follow Auntie on Instagram at Latrice Brown 53. I'm going to start posting a lot more of my videos there so y'all can get a gist of what you're looking at. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, okay? Support Auntie. Like I'm asking y'all for some money. I just want the support, build my following up, do something. Literally, I've had YouTube now for a year, and I've only had like 3 subscribers. I just got my 3rd subscriber this year. And I'm proud of that. I'm happy because that's 3 more than what I had when I started my first year, when I started last year. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy about my 19 I'm happy about my 19 supporters on Twitter. I hate saying followers and fans and stuff like that because I don't believe people need to be following nobody. You need to have your own mind. But my supporters, like, seriously, I really do appreciate y'all, even if it ain't nothing but a few. I appreciate everything you do for Auntie. The fact that you want to get up and hear me, that's what matters to me. And I love y'all. So Auntie finna roll these trees. It ain't nothing for me to roll some trees. You hear me? I got my handy dandy notebook. And we finna get into the tea for today. Let's go ahead and talk about Mexico. Lord, Mexico stay in the news. Mexico stay in the news. And Mexico ain't even our country. And it stay in we Mexico, y'all stay in the news. Anyway, let's talk about the drug cartel turning over 5 of their own in connection with the 4 Americans that were abducted, with only 2 coming back home alive. They done turned over 5 of their own people with a note saying, we don't want no parts of their shit. We done told them stop their shit. They didn't want to stop their shit, so we done turned them over. You cannot make this shit up. It was the article that they put it in for me. The name of the article said the Tummy Tuck 4, because as I reported earlier, like in an earlier video, and as it's been circulating around, the information has come out that the woman who is known as Tay went down there for a cosmetic procedure, and she took the other guys with her so that she could have protection and have a little fun down there while she was getting a tummy tuck procedure. These motherfuckers, named the article, I kid you not, they said the Tummy Tuck 4. The fuck type shit is this? Like, what the fuck? Like, you cannot make this up. Come straight up out of a comic book. People are hilarious. This is crazy. This is crazy for real. But in the note, the cartel said they do not do things like that, and they had informed these 5 people that y'all leave them people alone. They ain't got nothing. These are tourists. Leave them alone. Don't be fucking with them. And the cartel, that them people, they just keep fucking with people. Like, they just keep doing it. And they done fucked around, and then they done played around a little bit too much. And done probably made it a little bit hot for the cartel. And the cartel, like, you doing too much. You putting too much heat on us. You got to go. You got to go. You're doing too much. So that's all that was. That's literally all that was. They don't give a fuck about nothing about us. They don't give a fuck about us. It was just too much heat on them. So they said these motherfuckers got the adios. Vamonos. Leave now. You got to go. Because you're doing too much. You put too much heat on us. So that's all that was. And just like that, this is a wrap. Just like that. I'm serious. So let's move on to some more predatorial shit. But this is like child predatory shit. I hate it. I hate it. You big grown motherfuckers. And then y'all want to sit over here and say that's a mental disease too. Y'all trying to say that's a mental disorder. Old ass people that like to fuck on little kids and shit. That like to ruin children's innocence. Because you're fucking warped in the mind. Now that I believe needs a lobotomy. I straight up believe that one. There's nothing in my mind that physically even attracts me to a baby. Nothing in my mind that actually physically, well, not physically, because you can be attracted to cute kids. Like, oh my God, they're so cute. Like you're attracted, like the attraction is maternal, paternal though. It's maternal and paternal. You can, that attraction and that bond is a maternal or paternal instinct, not a sexual instinct. You motherfuckers are crazy. I just started scratching because the fact that I have to describe that to you and say that to you, that yes, you can be attracted to a kid. The attraction is maternal. The attraction is paternal. The attraction is big brotherish. The attraction is big cousinist. You know, that type of attraction, like family oriented, not sexual. What is wrong with you? So now that I have said that, let's talk about Ethan Colpetzer. He's 30 years old and he worked as a custodian at Claysburg Kimmel Elementary School in Claysburg, Pennsylvania. Okay. Now, why are we talking about Ethan? Ethan allegedly asked other staff members about details for an 11-year-old girl that he became infatuated with, and he started to send her candy, gifts, and notes under the guise of a secret admirer. Okay. After about a month of him exchanging notes, gifts, and candy with this girl, she finally responded and asked him, "Who are you?" And how they were exchanging notes, cards, and candies and stuff like that, I didn't tell you, but I was hoping that you would catch on that he was doing it in her locker. He was putting the shit in her locker because he's a custodian. The custodians, they have the keys and shit, and they can pop your lockers and shit open. They can do that. So he was putting the shit in her locker. After asking staff members, like, what, about her. He asked them about her so he could know what locker and stuff. He was watching this girl, the custodian. He was watching this girl go back and forth to her locker. I also asked staff members probably what classroom she was in, all this other shit. What class did she take? He was doing this shit step by step to get this girl, so he could know this girl's routine, so he could do this with this girl. So she finally writes him back, and after a month of him doing this with her, and she finally writes him back and say, "Who are you?" He responds back to her and say, "Ethan." He responds back to her and say, "Ethan." This caused alarm to the teachers because they know in that school, in that school, they ain't got no child by the name of Ethan in that class. So they started looking around like, what the fuck? Because she was telling them, I know she was telling her teachers every time she got a gift, look what he gave me today. Look what he's doing today. So they probably told her to say, ask him who this is. Who is this doing this to you? And she decided to ask. And he told her, thinking that she was going to keep it a secret, keep it in confidence. But she went and told her teacher. He told me who he is. Who is Ethan? That them teachers was like, oh, hell no, we ain't got no little boy by the name of Ethan here. So they called the police. They alerted the police and was like, they don't have a child by the name of Ethan here. And this child, or maybe an adult, has been communicating with this girl. And the police got a hold of his ass. But before that, another employee had caught Ethan snapping photos of students in the cafeteria, including a zoomed in photo of the 11-year-old girl that he was talking to, saying that she was bent over at the lunch table. So this kind of made them put two and two together faster that it was him anyway, because one of the staff members actually saw him taking photos of these children. So Ethan was arrested and they discovered that he had over 74 images of young children performing sexual acts, including the image was displaying bestiality. So, and it was in his phone. So if you don't know what bestiality is animal and humans fucking. That's what bestiality is. And some states and shit, that is against the law. You are not supposed to be out here fucking animals. But it don't even matter if it's against the law or not. Why are you out here fucking animals? And why are you even interested in fucking animals? You know what you need to do with Mr. Ethan, and I'm sorry in this case, and I don't support the death penalty at all. I don't. I want people to live, but in some instances, I'm so serious, put it down. Euthanize it. Because if you let this man out, he is going to do something. He's going to hurt these kids. He's showing you who he is. Believe him. Put it down. Put it night, put it to sleep. He was arrested on March 7th and is currently serving time in Blair County Prison. And is currently serving his time, probably awaiting trial and all that other stuff. He don't even need a trial. He did it. He's trying to do it. And it starts off as pictures and it starts off as gifts and stuff. But what if this girl would have really, instead of telling her teachers, alerting her teachers about what's going on because she thought it was nice, she would have done it, been meeting this man privately. She probably wouldn't have been here. Oh, people like this don't even need to be. I can't stand. I'm scratching myself because this man, grown ass man, come on now, and that's a little baby. Oh, that do something to me. Let's move on because I'm breaking out in halves. Now let's go to Florida for another school attendant that's being just straight up disruptive. This is why I really strongly feel like I want to homeschool my kids. And I have to be in a financial position to do that too, in more of a stably financial position to do that. Because more in a stable financial situation to do that, because y'all ain't shit and y'all don't give a fuck about us or our kids. So let's tell you what this woman did. Her name is Loni Covington, and she was a school bus attendant, but she is now behind bars for allegedly hitting a child 9 times with a belt, and she now faces felony charges for it. He was being disruptive and wouldn't listen to her, what she was telling him to do on the bus. As children sometimes do, they just don't fucking listen. But Miss Loni, as they call her, she got tired of repeating herself. So she took off a belt and she hit this baby over 9 times with that belt and sent him home with welts on him. Sent him home with welts on his skin. But when the police came to her, the Winter Haven Police Department came to her and questioned her about beating the child. And the boy, he was 11 years old when this happened. He 11 years old. She beat him with a belt. And she told them she was hitting the seats in the floor. She wasn't hitting the child. But the video that was recovered from the bus showed that, no, baby, you hit that boy. You hit that child. You hit him over 9 times. That's why he had them welts and shit on his body when he went home. So the welts and shit just appeared on their own, Miss Loni. You didn't hit that baby. The camera got a glitch in it. The camera got a glitch in it and just put you in the place of somebody else that was just beating this child. That wasn't you that was beating that baby. Because when I looked at the video that was released, you was beating that baby. You wouldn't hit no damn chair. You wouldn't hit the back of the seat. You wouldn't hit the floor either. You was hitting him. You was hitting him. But she has been since arrested. This incident happened on November 15th of last year. And prayers to that little boy, because now, you know what I'm saying, he got to deal with something traumatic that somebody attacked him. He was attacked. Granted, he could have been disruptive and he could have been doing all type of shit, but your job as an attendant is to attend that situation, not to escalate it further into something like this. Y'all need to give them some training too on how to deal with kids better. I understand it takes a village, but it also takes the training, the proper training too, because children ain't always good. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are brats. But you don't put your hands on nobody churn, baby, because you touch mine. It's over with for you. Period. That's a no-no. Don't put your hands on nobody churn. Don't put your hands on nothing you ain't birthed. And in some cases, you shouldn't even be putting your hands on them. But hell, that's your kids. That's your children. Don't put your hands on nobody else's kids. But anyway, I love y'all. Until next time. That's all Auntie got for right now. But I should be coming back later on today with something else. I love y'all. Y'all be safe out here. Try not to drive and drink. Because Floridians do it. But until then, bye.